Hi there Pisces, thank you for joining me for your weekly forecast. For week commencing the 21st of April, the pace of life is set to step up this week as Mercury makes the transition from Aries into Taurus. Now Taurus is an earth sign, it joins up here with the Sun, and this is going to give you a much more cerebral approach to life. So if you love crosswords, puzzles and quizzes, you're going to be in your element. If you enter competitions, then go for it. Somebody has to win and you can be really switched on in your application. But also, in a more serious way, this is the time to learn new skills or to impart knowledge of yours. But what you do need to be careful about this week is a confidence, something that's quite sensitive to you, because a quarter moon on Tuesday could see you accidentally let something slip that someone who likes to devour gossip can really snap it up, and before you know it, be disseminating it and sharing it with all the people you absolutely don't want to hear about your news. So if you know somebody tends to be a bit unreliable, then I wouldn't tell them anything that is rather tender. However, it's also important this week to make the most of the energy that's oozing out of your sign of Pisces, because your co-ruler Neptune is forging an awesome link with the Sun and Mercury in the second half of this week, which can see you link your more mercurial and, if you like, logical side with that more dreamy part of your nature, which is at the core of many Pisces people. And that can see you being wonderful when it comes to painting or any expressive or flair-orientated hobby or task. But also Venus continues in your sign, and it's giving you a wonderful aura, and perhaps quite a few people are making a pathway to your door. But you can start to sort the wood from the trees, if you like, by the fact that Venus forges a great link with Saturn. So if you are talking to someone you really like, this is going to help you to really authenticate whether this is for real or not. And if there is somebody who's just fluttering around you that's maybe going to be here today, gone tomorrow, then this will help you to work that out too. However, I can't disguise the fact that there is still a very turbulent energy going on between Uranus and Mars, and that is affecting your financial situation. And I really would ward against making any rush decisions when it comes to buying expensive items. So if you're thinking about extending your home, buying a new vehicle, stuff like this, that's not to say you shouldn't do it, but you just need to think through what the consequences would be if your personal situation actually changed in the future. And if that did happen, how it would impact on any lending, or borrowing I should say, that you might do. However, this particular cardinal ground square, which has been revving us all up so much this month, it really does peak this week. And it also sees Jupiter and Pluto in opposition. And it's possible that when it comes to your romantic situation, you could be attracted to someone who actually just isn't right for you. But that doesn't mean to say they won't make your pulse race really quickly. Or you could find yourself in a situation where it's the person you really love, but there's some kind of practical glitch or there's a value difference. They come from such a different background to you, it might be difficult to make it work. But if you're up for some kind of fling, well, it can be certainly very exciting. If you're looking for something more stable, use that Venus-Saturn link to check out your motives and their motives, and really take your time, and then you may end up with an alliance that can be lasting. But if it's just based on physical attraction, then I would be a little bit more wary. It's been a real pleasure being with you. Thank you for joining me. Good luck and goodbye for now.